Friday, August 8th, 2025. It is the 14th day of Menachem Av. And I like to say Menachem Av. It's a custom. Some people say it's actually the month of Av, but some people add the word Menachem, which means comfort and consolation. And after Tisha B'Av, I don't know about anyone else, but I can really feel the energy, the feeling of the consolation in the air. Especially here in Jerusalem, it's like, I felt it even in Los Angeles, but like here in Jerusalem, really, it's like something special. It's a special feeling with hope of redemption and good things to come. And it's like an extra message to hang in there while we all struggle with things. It's going to be very, very good, exceedingly good, beyond what we can imagine. And that's the message that I get from this time. And we've entered this is the first week of the 7 weeks of consolation from after Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, and then we go to Shabbos Nachamu Ami. That's this week, Shabbos Nachamu, and then the next until Rosh Hashanah, until the New Year, is 7 weeks. So this is the PL-89 calendar, and it takes all those things into consideration. It blends. Oh yeah, it's August 8th. I said that already. Sorry. This is a lunar solar calendar, and it's a gematriatic thought calendar based on the planet Mercury. And it has to do with themes of redemption and the Messianic age and the next era. It's forward thinking. It's very futuristic in its motif and its design. It's meant to bring consciousness to a next level, whatever that is. It's experimental. And it's mathematical, and it seeks to find patterns in reality based on several calendars, those being the Gregorian calendar, which is the sun, represents Esav, and the moon, which is the Hebrew calendar, which represents Yaakov or Jacob. These are two brothers, and it was said that to Rebecca that these are two nations, big, great nations, that these two great nations are wrestling. And according to the Alter Rebbe of Chabad, Rebbe Shneur Zalman of Liadi the Vaetchanan, that the Geula, the redemption, will come when Jacob meets Esau. And that's represented by the sun and the moon, and we have the stories about the sun and the moon, the beginning, the great lights, and this calendar holds that. Also, see Psalm 72, the Yinon with Lefnei Hashemesh, Im Hashemesh Lefnei Areach, Hamevin Yavin, and today on the calendar, it is box 39. Box 39 will represent the 14th day of Av, and the Julian calendar is also in this calendar, and the Daf Yomi calendar. I forgot to mention that. So the Julian calendar is really a solar calendar. It was the calendar that was prevalent before the reform by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582, February 24th, 1582. The papal bull was called Inter Gravissimas, and of the utmost importance. And basically, the Julian calendar, the way it's calculated, and I still have to really go more into it, the mathematics of it, but it somehow loses a few minutes each year, and that wasn't good, so they had to correct it. It had to be corrected, and so the Gregorian calendar corrects that, apparently. Again, I can't explain the mathematics behind it, but I read through it, but I don't deeply understand it. But for the like 200 years, like 100 years ago, and for the next 100 years, the Julian calendar will be 13 days behind the Gregorian calendar. So today, if today's August 8th, then the Julian calendar is like July 26th or something, 20, that area. 25th, 26th, 27th, that area. So, so I applied the principle, the concept of the Julian calendar of just it's a minus 13 or plus 13, and that's really what's in play today. 13 times 3 is 39, and on the Hebrew calendar we are on box 39. So it's interesting that Tu B'Av, and if you know a little bit about Tu B'Av, you'll realize that Tu B'Av is the holiday of love, the Jewish, like they call it the Jewish Valentine's Day, but there are many beautiful things that happen on this day and significant things. The women would dress in white and dance. Wear all white, and the ones who didn't have, I guess they would give each other something to wear. I guess that's how it goes. I don't remember exactly, but it's a nice thing. But also the wood was cut for the wood for the altar, like 5 things. But it is overall it's a holiday. Oh yeah, they were allowed to bury the massacred, those that were massacred in Beitar were allowed to receive a burial, and the blessing of a Tovah native means one who gives good and does even exceedingly good, and so there's a very unique feeling and unique energy at this time, and it's just, I could say on a certain level it's just really beautiful. I mean, this is like, I don't even have words to describe it, just feel it, But anyway, so 39 is 13 times 3, right? So the word ahava, love, is 13, and the word echad is 13 as well. And the idea is that when there's love, it tends to unify and become one with something. And there's another word that's also 13, the word agadah, which means a legend or story or a tale. And agadah is like, it's the story of history unfolding, how the love is unifying all things in the story of history. So agadah, Aleph, and Gimel Dalet is 7, right? 7, and Hey is 5. So 7 and 5 is 12, and Aleph 1 is 13. So Agadah equals Ahava equals Echad. But today is the 14th. So why are we talking about 13? Because 13 is the Julian calendar, right? It's the Julian calendar. 13 behind. But I applied the Julian calendar to the Hebrew calendar. So right now, this also, something came up with Shimon Kadosh, and Shimon Kadosh in this Parkatan equals 39. I want to make sure I got that in there today. And it unifies with 8. So 8 was the first day of the month. And so today is the 14th. 14th is Gematria Ohev. It's Aleph, Vav, Hey, Bet, and Ahuv, loved. So it unifies the day, the 14th, which is 39 times 3 on the Jewish calendar, and 28 on the Gregorian calendar. I didn't really have much time to talk about 28, but 28, it's 14 times 2. I guess that would be the connection.